In July 2019, peanut growers from Georgia, Florida, Alabama, and Mississippi gathered in Panama City Beach, Florida for the annual Southern Peanut Growers Conference. The usual things were discussed: research, technology, major issues affecting the industry. But what no one knew at the time or could even prepare for was a global pandemic. It resulted in the 2020 conference being completely wiped from the slate. Fast forward to 2021, and peanut growers have emerged. A fitting theme, don't you think? Yes, one could say Georgia peanut farmers were feeling nutty about being back in Panama City.
It's good to be back at the peanut conference and being out among our fellow peanut farmers and visit with them, catch up with what's happened to them over the last 18 months or so. We've got a lot of stories that have happened to us lately, and it's good to visit with our friends and find out what's going on with them.
Well, it's been tough, Ray. I'm so tired of doing Zoom calls, and I was telling somebody, I said, I never use all my internet up on my phone, I said my computer, but every month I max it out, and it's mainly Zoom calls and stuff. So it's great to be back together, sharing ideas and keeping up with what's going on in the ag community. It's just great to be out again, and Panama City is a great place to be.
I'm excited to get to see my farmer friends that we haven't seen in 24 months. And so that is good. And all the states coming back here, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, of course Mississippi is in it too.
For Armond Morris, this year's conference is a bit more significant than in previous years. Back in January, he was elected to his 20th term as chairman of the Georgia Peanut Commission. As grateful as he is to his fellow board members for giving him that title, Morris isn't one to pat himself on the back. The title he cherishes the most is farmer.
There's no big I's and little U's. We're all in this together, and it's important that every farmer stays in business. And if it can be good for my neighbor, it's going to be good for Armond.
As far as the business side of things, one of the more pressing concerns at this year's conference, the European Union non-tariff trade barrier for U.S. peanut exports. At issue, the union's harsh testing standards, which have resulted in U.S. peanut growers losing an upwards of $170 million in recent years. In the words of KARL ZIMMER, chairman of the U.S. Peanut Federation and CEO of Georgia-based Premium Peanut Company, quote, "We have lost the European market." However, Zimmer tells me that both his and other voices will be heard on behalf of Southeast peanut growers. Both Zimmer as well as USDA back up the data that peanuts grown here in the U.S. are not only safe, but some of the highest quality peanuts on the entire planet.
We have extremely stringent testing at every step in the supply chain to make sure our product is high quality and safe. And it's not even, we do it ourselves as part of the industry, but USDA does it independently as well. There's multiple steps of testing, and the Europeans just want to do their own things at times.
Chairman Sanford Bishop of Georgia, chairman of Ag Approps, has put a significant amount of money, $1.5 million last year, and in the subcommittee committee mark this year, $3 million for aflatoxin research. So our key senators and congressmen are working to peanut state folks to get this done. We have the safest peanuts in the world, yet we're expected to meet a higher standard. We're expected to meet a higher standard than other commodities that would be in our class for the EU. It makes no sense whatsoever. USDA, AMS, they test our peanuts here. We pass. They get to Europe. Their standards with travel time and exposure in many cases, they fail.
A shame, really, for European consumers, because word on the street is that this year's crop is shaping up to be really, really good, especially for Georgia peanut producers.
I'm encouraged right now with what the peanut crop looks like in my area. There's some areas that's a little bit on the wet side, but if the wet areas get a little too wet, the good areas should be able to make a good crop this year. And hey, with prices improved over what they have been, it is a good year to have a good crop.
They look really good, and we continue to enjoy the fact that we're small farmers now and are able to get things done timely. But that's probably a unique situation.